My light bulb is out, by the way. If you could fix that for me, that would be swell. No, not right now. I mean, just in general, if you could fix it for me.
Oh.
Like, I don't know where the light bulbs are.
They're in our closet in the bedroom. Is that what you mean when you say that? Are you asking a question?
No, I'm telling you to do it.
Even though you asked?
Yeah.
I don't know where they are. Oh. All right.
When I say, oh, I don't know where the light bulbs are, that means find me a light bulb, fix my lamp, or else.
Good job.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Talk to... I don't even know what it's called anymore. It's been so long. Talk Tuesday with Sam.
And Jay. On Tuesday.
No, it's actually Monday today.
It's Monday night.
Yeah.
We're down. Yes, we're downstairs and it's dark outside and we're both tired.
I look like crap.
I'm tired. Is it wet? Oh, it's raining.
Yeah,
I feel like my face
humid.
is just
that's
like
why my face is so
pouring.
greasy today. I feel like it just like went to poop today. I don't even know what's going on. Like, look at what's going on over here.
It's awful.
Like, my blush, look, like it's all splotchy. Look, do you see? What is this? I literally look so bad.
It's like, if I'll mention to her, if I feel wet and
my face.
She's gonna have to, like,
yeah,
you know.
totes.
It's really, anyway.
Struggle. Okay, so.
It's one of my pet peeves, apparently.
We're gonna be talking about. I bet there are so many people out there that have that moist pet peeve word. You know, where they don't like the word moist?
Yeah, it's so funny.
I mean, I don't know why, because it describes moist cake so well.
Well, I don't like the word panties. I hate that word. If you ever see me and you want to irritate me, just come up and say panties, and I'll be like... it's because the way you say it is such a creeper way. But I don't...
Like, who even says it? No one says...
that word bothers me that much.
Literally, you say it so creepy. He says... panties.
It's because
that's freaking creepy. No one says it like that. Everyone else just says panties. Panties.
Listen, it's because it doesn't bother them. To someone, the word moist might be disgusting, so they accentuate it. And they're like, "Why is it so gross?" And panties do the same thing.
See, you just said it like a normal person. If you would just say it like a normal person, there would be no situation of panties.
Okay, here, I'll do it. Panties. Just thinking about the word makes me ill.
No, it's a stupid word, but anyway.
Anyway, they should just call them something else.
Oh, they do. They call them undies.
That works for me. It beats the other word.
I do not. I'm not picking my nose. I just have an itch.
You wrote yours down?
Yeah.
I didn't write a thing down.
Well, you better freaking
go first. I'll think.
Okay, number one. My number one. This is man versus women pet peeves. In case you didn't know what we're doing, we are gonna see how different pet peeves are from a man to a woman. And I literally have a cat hair on my nose and I don't know where it is.
Let me see if I can find it.
And it's so irritating.
It's these rugs, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, the rugs are pretty serious. Don't just lift it up like you're doing a nose job, weirdo. Okay, my first, number one, biggest pet peeve.
Is cat hair in your nose?
Other than cat hair on my nose, because that's really annoying, is know-it-alls. I can't take know-it-alls. I literally don't understand why...
Are you sure that you can't take them?
No, I can't. Like, why do some people feel the need to always have to correct you? Always have to be right? Always have to know everything? Every situation that's ever happened in the world has happened to them and they're going to tell you about it. Like, I cannot take it. I literally can't. I can't stand when people act like they are smarter than you. And then they make you feel stupid and you're like, does it freaking matter? Not really. Okay? That's my number one pet peeve. If you are a genius, like, that's cool. But there is a time and a place.
I won't take yours. We'll keep it interesting.
Okay.
I don't like, as a pet peeve of mine, if you did or bought something, I really don't give a I really don't care.
Don't swear.
Listen.
I don't like when you swear.
Or when people tell me what to do. Anyway, I don't like when people brag.
Oh, so you don't like braggers.
Well, bragging is so unnecessary.
Yeah.
If you're famous, you don't have to tell me. If you're tall, you don't have to brag about it. If you're smart.
That's the thing. I suppose know-it-alls is kind of like a form of bragging.
I don't like. it's not that I don't care about the person or the what they're saying or the situation or the relationship.
But there's a way to tell
this isn't a psychology thing. This is a silly talk Tuesday.
Like there's a way to tell someone something exciting that's going on in your life, like as a friend, versus being like, I'm amazing.
Seriously.
Yeah. It's when you're purposely being a bragger. Like you're purposely like, I'm freaking awesome and you are not. That's annoying.
To brag if asked, or gently bragging, it can be done, of course. Like sometimes when people brag, they enjoy it so much that it becomes like not very nice. Like
I think there's just a really fine line between.
That's only one. We got how many more to go?
We are gonna be real
like
passionate over here.
Yeah,
no, but everybody has pet peeves. But I feel like sometimes there's a way to do things that show excitement about something. Like, for example, if you're like going and hanging out with your best friend, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I did da 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 da. It's kind of like different.
I don't think that's
bragging versus being like, well, you know what I mean? There's a difference. Number one is bragging.
Mine is definitely the people who brag.
Okay, that's good.
Like,
okay, number two. Ooh, this is so good. This is so good. Oh. You know when you're in the grocery store and literally someone is right here behind you, can feel...
Wait a minute. You mean the person who stands real close behind you so that the line moves the same?
And they're literally breathing on your neck, okay? You can feel the little hairs on the back of your neck wiggling around. I can't take that. Literally.
This line.
Why do you have to stand so close to me? Why do you have to be in my bubble?
You smell good.
No, it feels like they are trying to eat your hair. And you're like, listen, I'm about to have a freak out if you don't get away from me. Like, I hate it so much. And it always happens to me at the airport and at grocery stores. And I swear, they purposely do it to me. It's like they feel that I hate people in my bubble. And then they purposely are like...
drawn to it.
They stand so close that you can feel their hotness on you.
Oh.
I hate that.
I don't want to feel your heat.
That's horrible. When you breathe, or like when people breathe really heavily and then they're close to you and you're like, I just want to cringe. It makes me so angry. Like, I'm pretty much a chill person. Like, I don't really get angry at all. But when people do that, I could just turn around. If I didn't have boundaries, I probably could turn around and punch them in their face. It makes me so mad.
It digs into your soul, man. Yeah,
I can't.
It's so
like,
funny.
And I'll scooch forward and they scooch with you and you're like, I'm trying to get away from you. I can't deal with you right next to me. You're touching me pretty much. And this one time when I was on the plane,
poor thing.
This guy, this is so annoying. This is probably another pet peeve. It's like gonna roll into another one. But
roll it in, man.
When people don't respect your space on an airplane, okay? I'm sitting right here.
Or in general.
This is my chair. And you have a chair right here.
I paid for this chair, GD.
And there is... Right now, you're doing it. It's men. They're despicable, okay? Because they have balls, they think they can take up more room on the airplane. No. You paid $250 for your seat, which ends at this little armrest.
I am bigger.
Well, then you should buy 2 seats.
Oh, whatever.
Okay? Because this one guy was on the plane with me, and literally, he had his legs resting, pushing into mine the whole time, and he was so hot that my legs were getting sweaty because he was such a hot man.
Gnarly.
Not hot sexy, hot. And he literally was up in my business the entire flight, and his legs were pushing up against mine, and I felt like we were lying in bed together. That's how close this fella was to me. Because he was his legs were spread this far, and I was like trying my hardest not to have his leg touch me, and every time I scooched over, he was like, sweet, she's giving me more room. And he would continue touching my leg. Don't touch me. I don't like it. I don't want you to touch my hair. I don't want you to touch my leg. Yep. I don't want you breathing on my neck in the grocery store. Just stay out of my bubble. That was my number 2 and 3 into 1.
So you're on 1, 2, and 3, and I've gotten 1.
You need to do 2.
So I got to do 2 into 1?
No. You're on number 2.
Oh. Braggers and know-it-alls, man. I'm good. That's about it. I don't have many pet peeves, I don't think.
What? You do.
No, see, I think... When people chew with their mouth open.
He hates that.
That's not a pet peeve. That's like
at the movie theater.
that will set me off.
I purposely get a seat in the very back because if he has someone chewing popcorn behind him that doesn't chew with their mouth closed, he can't even enjoy his movie.
We weren't just given lips to kiss each other. Okay? Close your mouth.
He can't take it. It's really difficult when you have young children that are trying to learn.
You know, I don't really hear the kids as much, but I do hear Phoenix's mouth is getting a little bit more smacky.
He's getting... I mean, like, at the dinner table, he's like...
And it's hard to, like, nicely tell a child that the way you're eating is... I don't want to be, like, weird, you know, because whatever.
Little kids are just...
They're just kids,
figuring it out.
I don't even worry about it with them.
But it's one of those things that, like, I feel a lot of people do it, and it is a little annoying.
I actually read somewhere, I could be crazy, but I read somewhere that that's people who deal with that, the sound actually sets off the fight or flight adrenaline, and it truly does
make you angry.
Like, it really makes me angry.
It does. He does not like it. He does not like it at all.
No, it's... Yeah, so whatever. But that's a good pet peeve.
But
that'd be a good second one.
It happens, like, when you go out to eat.
I've gotten used to it.
You're, like, in a close quarter restaurant, like, you can hear people, and he'll be like...
I'll just kind of, like, cringe my neck a little bit. Like,
he's like,
So I'll make sure to be chewing so that I've got the going in my ears so I don't hear it coming in. Like, I've got things to get around it because it really does bug me.
It is annoying. It is annoying.
Okay, explain why it's necessary. Bugs will fly in, food will fall out.
Sometimes there is certain foods where it is quite difficult to
If it's really hot, or we've done it in the past, I'm sorry. But this is a pet peeve thing, and that's definitely a second one.
Okay, you're on number 3. Where do you want me to go?
Maybe I'll come up with a third one. When my hands aren't perfectly sanitary. That's a pretty good pet peeve.
You don't like dirty hands.
Well...
You mean dusty or dirty?
No, it's just more of like... If I've washed them and I go do something, now they're dirty. So now I need to go wash them again.
Oh, or when you eat, like, wings.
Yeah, or if I eat things... If
he has, like, a smell from food on his hands.
That's true. If I eat back when I was eating, like, proper sandwiches and there'd be tons of mustard on them or something, if I mustard on my fingers, I'd have to go get a real fragrant shampoo just to...
You mean soap?
Soap, just to mask the stink off of my fingers. Because that is a pet peeve. Smelly fingers. It's a funny one.
He, like, won't leave a restaurant because he's washed his hands.
Yeah, if I get it... I'll be at a restaurant eating, I'll get some on my hands, and I'm like, I gotta go wash my hands.
Okay, number 3. Oh.
I did 3 and you did 3, so you're on 4.
I'm on number 4. Sand in my toes.
Oh, jeez,
that is a situation. When you live in a beach town and you go to the beach, you're guaranteed to get sand in your toes.
We have the van just for the beach.
No, literally, we do.
Like, it's been sitting.
And then I keep a water bottle in the car so that I can pour it on my feet before we drive home, even though it's not a very long drive at all, because I cannot deal with the dust of the sand on my feet and in my toes and on my hands.
I love how weird we sound right now.
We sound like such weirdos.
Everybody's got weirdo things, though. We're all people.
So yeah, dust and sand. It's not necessarily the sand, it's the dust that comes from the sand. If it's on my fingers, in between my fingers. So if you pick up a bunch
of sand, throw it.
No,
what's left on your hands?
No, but I couldn't even do that. If the sand is wet, I can do it. But any kind of dry texture, if it's on my fingers or my feet...
And see, I'm not bothered by
shiver me timbers.
Anything on me. I just don't want the smell.
He can play with dirt. He can, like, rub his hands through the sand. If it is not wet, I cannot do that.
Yeah.
I want my blanket with my towel and nothing touching me at the beach. I can walk to the water and then walk back. I prefer not to. But then if my feet still have sand, I have to pour water on them because
the world will crumble around her if that. And if someone's like smacking their mouth next to me while she's got sand on her,
we're a mess. It's over.
We shut down.
You know what? Over. That's what people are gonna do.
They're gonna run around us and be like, no.
Throw sand at us.
Yeah, whatever.
Remember that one time Kim Kardashian got flour or something thrown at her?
Kim Kardashian, I'm sure she really is sad.
Remember that happened to her? I would be mad at something.
I'd be mad too.
That would be annoying.
Give me her bank account and throw all the flour at me you want.
That's true. I wouldn't mind a little bit of money.
Come on.
Okay, number 4 for you.
It's Kim Kardashian.
What's number 4?
4 for me would be... Oh, what would it be? I gotta think of something that really irritates me. I mean, smacking my mouth is definitely annoying.
Well, are you trying to think of one?
I'm trying to think of one.
Well, I'll go.
Yeah, you just...
Okay.
Go and then help me with mine, because this is... I'm being boring.
My number 5 pet peeve. I just forgot it. It'll come.
Okay, then I'll think of one.
I just wrote it down, gosh darn it. Ah! Okay, found it. This is one that Jay is great at doing. This is why the pet peeve consists of the pet peeve. Because I never had this pet peeve until I actually
it's my fault.
Lived with Jay.
It's my fault?
It's always your fault.
Okay, let me try and guess what it is. I have no idea what it is.
We all know what it is.
It's something from living with me. I don't know.
Socks.
You're so funny. I love you.
Why do people have to throw their why take your socks off? Okay. He just takes his socks off wherever he is and then he just leaves them there. And then the same thing with the shoes. I hate when people come in and they kick off their shoes instead of just taking off their shoes and placing them down nicely right by the door or in their dedicated spot. They just kick off their shoes. And now because he does it, the kids do it. And it literally drives me insane. So I'm constantly, as soon as we get home, like, okay guys, make sure that you take your shoes off nicely and put them in your baskets.
It's a big deal.
It's a huge deal.
It's a big deal,
because
yeah.
it literally drives me crazy because they would come home from school from whatever and just kick off their shoes.
And I'm so sorry, like, it's been all these years and I still do it. I don't know why I don't hear her tell me.
It's so ridiculous.
She tells me and she could tell me while I'm doing it.
He would still do it. And so the kids, they come in, they kick off their shoes, and so then I'm like, okay guys, I told you to put them in the basket, so then they have to go put their shoes in the baskets. Then they run upstairs while I'm getting all the coats away, and they throw their dang socks just in the middle of the floor. And I'm like, why do you people do this to me? I don't ever do that.
I think when I do it, I take it off because my feet are hot, and I leave them there because they're socks, and I can't be bothered at all to take them anywhere, and I can't put them anywhere because I'm in the living room or somewhere.
You couldn't walk to one.
So
basket.
God forbid I would get up and walk them somewhere.
No, but they are walking. They are literally like they're walking, and they take their socks off and just throw it. And I'm like,
by the time I get somewhere or whatever, I'd say whatever, you know. It's a sock.
Like, guys, hi! 3 people in this house have left socks littering my floor that I just made nice and tidy. Can you not put it in the laundry room?
Oh
like
my gosh,
literally,
so
you have a basket right there in your bedroom. Take off your sock and place it in the basket. It's not difficult.
Oh, I just thought of mine.
But it happens daily.
It's all stuff that annoys us. Well, there's a pet peeve. Especially now, I notice this one a lot, and it really is annoying. I've been mostly off of eating any kind of cereal, and everyone else eats cereal.
I know what you're
And Rice Krispies, they when you eat them and you leave the Krispies on the edge of the bowl, they literally dry into concrete. And dishes is just my chore. I do the dishes, and I love them. And when one of those is in the sink, I actually cringe. I'm like, like there'll be a full sink.
You have to scrape them off with your fingernails.
My fingernails. Like the whole sink's full, and I'm like, I see that one bowl, and it ruins my day. So Rice Krispies
Weetabix does that too.
Weetabix does it too.
Is terrible at leaving it around the edge.
So after they eat, I'll run to the sink. I feel like just to rinse them out.
Well,
so I have to deal
because the kids
with it.
like they go and put their bowls in the sink. And so, like, normally, like, if you were to do your own bowl, then you would rinse off. As an adult, you rinse it off. But the kids would just,
and they're they can only reach.
So they just throw it in there. And then there's, like, Rice Krispies in the bowl and then, like, splattered around.
Oh, gosh, they drive me crazy. I mean, that really does irritate me.
Yeah,
that's a good pet peeve. Rice Krispies in a bowl.
That's a good pet peeve. I like that. You've got one more, I think. I think that was number 4 for you.
What else bothers me? Oh, this one's probably the best.
What?
I don't know why it bothers me. But for some reason, any kind of dry fabric in your mouth.
Oh, he does hate that so bad.
Oh my gosh.
I used to bite towels when...
The thought of biting a towel, I really want to pull my hair out.
When I was pregnant with Phoenix, like...
Jeez, that's horrible.
Why would I bite towels?
Was it pain, I guess? Or was it during the labor?
I don't even know why was I biting towels.
I don't know.
I bit towels for some reason. I don't remember why.
It's the worst thing in the planet.
I just remember being pregnant and biting towels. But anyway, he flips out. Like, he just like...
It's just one of those
weird... Get that out of your mouth!
Yeah, it's like so disgusting. Even when I would eat sandwiches, a sandwich has to be wet.
Because it's like dry in his mouth. Or like a napkin. Like if a napkin like goes anywhere near the inside of your lip.
For example, like say, here, pretend this is a napkin and I'm like drying my face off. And you dry it and it touches, like I won't do it now, of course. But it catches lips.
Maybe your mom or your grandma would like...
Well, my grandma would do the whole... and it would like drag my whole face.
Oh, maybe she would drag your inner lip.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It had to come from somewhere. But
like the kids will always put the towels in their mouth, or like after their bath or something.
Oh, why do,
don't do that! Don't do that!
Why? Why do it?
Don't put that in your mouth! Mm. Yeah, he gets all...
Yeah, so weird. So it's mouth problems.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Are ours similar?
Mouths and hands.
Wow, yeah.
More or less.
You don't like dirty hands.
Smacky mouth and dry, and I don't like dirty hands that smell.
And mine is like people in my personal space.
Yeah, I don't like that either, I guess.
But who does? I mean, really, if you're standing in a grocery store, do you need to stand that close to me?
Well, anywhere. Say
there's no need for that.
Before you judge that, like think if you're standing somewhere, do you really want some stranger who you don't know touching you? I mean, really. Why
would you want to? Why would you want to stand that close to someone? Like it's like tailgating a person.
And you can't. And when you brake check them, you don't want to brake check some weird person.
Literally next time I'm just gonna like whoop.
You should act all weird and just neurotic, like you kick your foot or something. Sorry, dude.
What?
Sorry.
Like I can't stand that. I think that's the worst one. It's actually worse than know-it-alls.
I don't know. I do have another one.
Oh, do you?
You're walking. You're just walking, okay? Pretend you've got eyes caught with me. And you're just walking, and it's in a grocery store, and you're both the exact same everything. Don't worry about weird reasons. But the pet peeve of mine is who moves.
Oh, he does get
I really get annoyed by that. Because say I'm out with, even when she was pregnant wife and a baby, and some man who...
If they didn't move out of the way.
Would be walking, and I'm like, it's not going to hurt you to step aside while I try to get my family through, friend, because I do it for everybody. I open doors, I step aside, I try to be a gentleman.
We always do try to, like, move aside or let people... Or even if, like, you know how, like, when you're, like, in the way of someone, or, like, technically they're in the way of you, and he gets really annoyed when I do this, and I apologize... Like, if it was their fault of doing something, I don't know, I can't think of a specific
Somebody did it to me today, God.
Oh, but like, I will apologize just because it's my natural nature to just say sorry for everything. But then they're like, oh, it's fine. And you're like, actually, that was your fault, but I was just being a nice person.
Terrible.
He gets really, why did you say you're sorry? That wasn't your fault. And I'm like, it just made me feel better to do that. But like that, he gets annoyed with.
Or the door closing thing. Like I got set up at the post office. Me, my daughter, walking into a post office. I didn't film it because I had 4, and I showed him this morning.
Boxes.
Very large boxes. So I'm holding these 4 boxes, keeping my daughter safe. And I walk to a door, and there's this guy and this girl literally standing by the door with an arm's reach. Standing there, talking about nothing. Oh, I get so frustrated with manners.
Respect.
Manners. Maybe it's manners and respect.
I think people just don't have a lot of respect for other people nowadays.
We're really opening up, everybody.
Respect my space. Respect the fact that, like, you know,
just be nice.
Yeah, I think that's all it is. I think it's just being aware of other people around you, and I think nowadays, especially with like phones, people are not aware of other people around them. It's all about themselves. Like, it's such a me life nowadays that I feel like people just don't have the respect for other people that are still living on this earth with us. And it's like, if you see someone struggling, open the dang door for them. If you see an older person, open the door. Like, it's just respect.
I had to take those 4 boxes and balance them like a waiter to grab the door to let my daughter in. And they still stood there. Oh, man, I was like, be cool. Let my daughter in, because I don't want to, like, teach my kids how to be, you know, loud and rude.
People are just nincompoops, I tell you.
So when you watch this, and the next time you get a chance, open the door for somebody.
Yeah.
Close your lips. Don't put a towel in your mouth.
Scooch the side just a little bit.
Scooch the side a little.
You know
Wash your hands.
Let someone go through.
Wet the sand.
What else did I say? Don't get in my bubble.
Stay out of our bubbles.
Not even that I'm like, I'm not friendly, I don't like you. It's just, it's just when people are close to you, it just is unnerving. Like, because they could be putting gum in your hair and you wouldn't even know it.
Okay, at the restaurant we were eating, one day a girl came up and said hi, and you guys chatted forever. You love it.
I
love it. We love it. It's great.
Very
it's
friendly.
Not that we're not friendly, but
it's when people are just disrespectful of your space. They purposely are right up in your business, and it's like, just back up a little. 1 foot away from me is fine. Seriously. You don't need to. I literally can feel the heat of your groin on my booty right now, and I can't even deal with that.
Dude, like, I'm telling you.
If you can feel the heat of someone, it's not good.
It's because you're sexy.
Oh, I'm sure that's what it is. They're like... on the plane? Oh, and my button just got stuck on my chair. I don't know, man. I mean, no, he literally was in my business.
Think you're this person, and
his arm was like...
And you're like, you got this hottie next to you, and she's letting you touch her because she's...
I was not letting him. I had nowhere to go. You just
explained how you apologize for being in the wrong when somebody doesn't open a door for you or whatever. So like, clearly this guy's thinking he's loving it.
He's like, oh, she's not gonna say anything.
She feels my heat.
I felt his heat. It was so hot when I got off that plane. I literally was so sweaty, and I'm not even that sweaty.
You probably smelled terrible.
I probably did. I was like his hot leg was on my leg the entire plane ride. It was like 2.5 hours or something. And I was just like, I'm gonna have a little meltdown right here.
I had a lot of these stories where
I always get stuck next to men. They're always disrespectful. They always take whatever they want, and I'm just this tiny little girl sitting in a seat, and they're like, "Oh, sweet, she's little. Like I can take up all my space."
That's what it is.
Because I would never say anything. I would never ever say, hey, by the way, can you get your freaking hot fat leg off of me? But you want to really bad.
Imagine all the things that you wanted to say.
Oh gosh, if a pet peeve that's like a whole nother video.
Yeah, what would you say?
If I was really saying what I was thinking, I would say, get your fat hot leg off me. You're making me feel sick right now. I'm about to have a freaking meltdown.
That's true.
His leg was so hot. It was just the worst.
I feel like there's nightmares about this thigh.
The thigh was literally like...
How long did you have to have it?
No, it was the whole plane ride.
How long was this thigh and your thigh becoming one?
No.
How long was it?
No, I literally felt like I was like sleeping in bed with this guy. Like that's how
like
his leg was on me.
You were cuddling but weren't?
I was like spooning with this guy on the plane, and I was like...
Okay, that's disgusting.
I was like hyperventilating to myself.
Okay. New story. What if it was Thor?
Oh, well, then I'd be fine.
She wouldn't be sitting here right now.
You can touch me all you want, Thor. If you want to put your leg on top of mine, that's fine.
What's your perfect plane ride home?
Oh,
Anyone?
Thor.
I think that guy had his, and yours would be Thor.
If Thor's leg was touching me, that's a whole nother level. You can be in my bubble. Unless I'm in a loving relationship where we kiss.
There's only one bubble.
There's only one bubble, and you are in it.
Yeah, I feel like.
And of course, like your kids.
Yeah.
But in a different...
Makes sense.
But other than that...
It's a very passionate bubble.
And Thor... Get out of my bubble.
I mean, and Thor.
Like, literally, if one day the Schuerman Show is out, it's because I met Thor. And I found him.
And we've already talked. It's good.
It's good. We have a mutual
Thor,
understanding.
if you're watching...
if you get a divorce to your wife, I'm right here.
We've talked
You know what I mean?
I've already pretend to sign the paperwork.
Yeah,
you can
done. Other than that, you could be in my bubble.
Oh my god, I love you.
Thanks a lot.
You're so cute.
Oh, by the way, there's a new Thor lookalike. But I was checking him out today on Instagram. Someone tweeted me the link. He's no Thor. I'll show you him later. His name is like Lassie.
It's not Thor.
He's
That's
from
his
Norway.
name. No, who cares about him?
He's got good hair, but he's not Thor. He never will be. No one will be Thor.
Nobody will be Thor.
And the Thor movie's coming soon.
Yeah.
You know where I'll be.
Thor.
Anyway.
Thor! Took a fast left.
I know. What are we even talking about? Why does it always come back to Thor?
I don't know.
I think you have a secret obsession with Thor.
Well, he's a big stud and you love him.
He is beautiful.
So, of course.
He's a beautiful husband. Maybe you just wish you were Thor.
Yeah, because then you would love me.
Oh. I do love you.
I know, but you would love me like Thor.
He's my other love of my life.
You would love me like Thor.
I have two.
I mean, if I had the magic to just switch my fingers to Thor, I'd
You
drive.
would do it anyway.
I would, and I would drive from wherever he is at his house and come over here and get you, and I'd be like, hey, sweet, I'm Thor.
Everybody wants to be Thor. Literally. There's not a guy out there that does not want to look like Thor.
Well, either the Thor or Rock. The Rock is pretty awesome.
Yeah, Rock's body is good, but Thor is just better in general. Like, Rock is cute, but he's not like, whoa, Thor.
Or what about, what's that one?
Channing Tatum?
Yeah, you like him too.
John Cena?
John Cena, that's what I was trying to think
of. But Thor is more beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing?
He's beautiful. Huh. He's beautiful, manly, he has an amazing body, and he's got great hair, and his man bun and ponytail is bomb.
Can't compete, man.
It's everything you need.
So there it is.
All into one.
My pet peeve is Thor.
And we're going to end it on that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your pet peeves down below, because we want to know what you're... Don't make us seem crazy, okay? You have pet peeves too. We know everybody has a pet peeve. If you say you don't have pet peeves, you're a liar. And that's a pet peeve of mine,
your pet peeve is pet peeve videos. Clearly, if you don't like this video.
Totes. Everybody has one pet peeve. There's got to be one thing in your life that is like, that just irks me. Can't even deal with that. So let us know your pet peeves down below. Maybe they're similar to ours. Maybe you have a pet peeve of Thor as well. It's possible.
Totally possible.
He does not really have a pet peeve of Thor.
Not one bit.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you guys enjoy your week. Or Tuesday.
Tuesday, week.
What else?
Hope you had a great Easter.
Yeah.
Because Easter's past.
Easter was super fun, and I totally just had a chocolate with my tea.
I'm going to go work on these some more.
It's still technically kind of like Easter until the end of April.
Until like at least my birthday.
Until like May.
Which is December, so yeah.
Anyway, bye guys. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah. Bye. What are we going to do with them now?
What are we going to do?
We got to look angry. Like... that irks me. Or like a what the F type situation. Like this. Like, that's kind of good. You want to do that?
Sure, I don't mind.
Okay, ready?
Do we do it next to you? Like here, or where do you want my arms? Around you?
Like this. But you have to look angry, or like...
Where do I put my shoulders? There we go.
Oh, you're going to look like Thor? Okay, really?
I don't know how to look angry, man.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
Smile. That looks like a weirdo. What would you do if you're like...
Well...
There you go. Perfect.
Perfect.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Speaking of hot thighs...
Speaking of hot woman...
Your thigh is making my leg sweat.
I think you just have issues touching people.
It's just when men don't close their legs, okay?
Yeah, but
you don't see mine spread apart.
Yes, but I'm all up in your bubble, remember?
Yeah, but not when your legs are hot.